my spice rack over there. In clamps. It's pretty humid out here, so things take a while to dry, and man, I'm getting notifications like nobody's business. Yes, Twitch, I understand. I can use your mobile app. Got it. We're good. All right, so let's see if I can't move some stuff out of the way. So up here, you can see me probably in the corner or whatnot. I've got actually, this is my experimental device. Let's see, right about there. I've got my old cell phone up there in a little rack, and that's broadcasting over Wi-Fi, and I've managed to get it up there in the corner. So hopefully that can become somewhat of a more regular feature. At the last stream I did, I was using just cameras over Wi-Fi. That didn't really work out too well. And first order of business is I gotta clean this shop out just a little bit. I'm not sure what stain we were using for this spice. Stay. But I want to get these sawhorses out of the way, so I've got a little bit more room to maneuver around the table saw. And normally I try to avoid using it for any serious projects. You know, I use the table saw as kind of an expedient manner to get the wife to leave me alone. It's like, right now, so yeah, I'll use the table saw, I'll use power tools, I'll use the nail gun. But I don't like using it. And so, you know, usually whenever the opportunity presents itself, I'm going to be using hand tools. Nice and plugged in. These are nice taped up cauls for another glue up I was doing. Gluing up a panel. You can stay there. Strap goes over there. And let's go ahead and hook up this. All right, so this is going to be a little bit tricky for me. I've got about 8-foot length sections of oak. So yeah, hopefully that's going to work, and the trick for me is going to be, one, getting this to a 45-degree angle, but I've got my digimalator compass here, so hopefully this is going to tell me what angle I'm working at. Two degrees. Okay, so we zero it out. Then we set it to 45. Perfect. And we lock it down. Okay. And get that out of the way. we're not moving. Now this saw, at the time, was the nicest saw you could get at Lowe's. Which isn't saying a whole lot, but it is the nicest saw you could get at Lowe's. I've actually got the saw on a different circuit than the shop vac. So that way, because, you know, they both draw quite a good amount of power. And I have tripped circuit breakers before. It's not even that big of a saw, it's like a 1 horsepower, I believe. Okay. Evidently, the markings on this guy are trying to get that to where I can't see any light. And there, we'll call that 45. Lock this down. All right, now let's see if I can't figure out how I want to go about doing this part. So I've got a board. And let's see if maybe we can turn this around, get a kind of view of what's going on back here. All right. So, this is just a piece of scrap. I'm going to use this to measure the width of the board, because it's going to be a heck of a lot easier to be manipulating this piece of scrap than it is to be manipulating that entire board. And I don't need to have this absolutely perfect, but we're going to try and get it somewhat close. Cutting with my chop saw anymore. That's pretty much been just relegated to a corner of the shop where no one will be bothered by it. Because I just find so much more control and so much more fun just using a handsaw for that business. Alright, so what I'm wanting to do is perfectly bisect this. And that's... Alright, let's try this one. That's a bit of a rough. So that's Is that going to give us what we want? So I'm 2.5 on that side, 3 on that side. So if we extend this at 45, actually let's do this the proper way. So that's flat. Okay, now if we extend these at 45. Two and a quarter. I'll go ahead and, yeah. And I'm just going to call that good enough. And, hopefully that'll work. So, hopefully the off-cut and the inside cut are going to be roughly the same width. Enough that it's not going to really show on the wall. So that's my whole goal. All right, let's get some wood out and start making some cuts, I think. All right, try and get a nice angle of this, or at least a nicer angle. And yes, my shop is a mess. And we got our hearing protection over there. I'm going to open up the garage door because I don't have enough outside I'm really thinking probably is enough. All right. I've got about 500 tape measures, but I can never find them when I need them. Of course not. All right, be right back. Don't go anywhere. They're going to be about 3 inches, and I think I want 6, maybe 8 inches in between. So we'll call that a minimum of 9 inches from top to bottom. That's about as high as I want to go. And I'm not going all the way down. So of those cleats. I think I'm mathing right. Well, anyway, it'll I'm not going to move the settings so I can make more if I need to later. All right. Okay, this is going to be a bit tricky trying to maneuver around because I got to get to the outside too. So I'll just move this back. Try not to get my entire neighborhood in there. So I'm pretty sure my neighbors don't need to be in this. All right, here's over here. And you know what? I tools, and I'm not working on the spice rack at the moment. Okay, hopefully that's updated. And actually, let's see if we can do some sharing here. All right, tweets out. Now everybody will know that I'm doing this. All right. Now I definitely don't need the blade that high. So let's retract that a bit. I got a piece of 3/4 scrap. That's 15/16, close enough. All right. And yeah, I know I should be using the blade guard. Well, you know what? It's I guess it's always a good idea. Be worried about the safety of it. Get the featherboard out too while I'm at it. Possibly not. Well, there we go. I'm pretty sure that's what it's supposed to look like. of course, after I put away the sawhorses, I find a use for them. A little bit higher, maybe. And even still, not high enough. But you know what? That's pretty close. All right. We ready to make some noise? I guess so. So I'm the only one here. Come on. I guess appropriate safety measures are not in the cards for us today, so we're going to have to raise the blade a little bit higher in order to get that angle. Although fortunately the cut does look fairly symmetrical, so bonus points for that. That was stupid. Don't do that. And, oh boy, that is a nasty, nasty cut. All right, let's see what I can do to adjust for this so we don't do that again. And amazingly enough, I've got sufficient material so I can make another one if need be. But let's try and avoid that if we can. by setting up another sawhorse on the end of feed. And this is not going to be a perfect remedy, but it might do something for us. I don't know. And let's switch the microphone around so you're not hearing all the table saw noise. I haven't got a compressor or anything like that yet, and I'm wearing hearing protection, so I'll do what I can. And that should do it for the ripping, I think. Whew, still a lot of sawdust, even with the shop vac going. All right. Oh, that's not good. We're gonna be okay. So, before I forget, close the garage door. And let's going on. All right. bit better lit. So what happened there was I was a bit concerned. It's been raining, and I saw a few drops on the wings of the table saw, which are, I think they're aluminum. They might just be sheet steel. But regardless, the main body of the table saw is cast iron. And cast iron, moisture, bad juju. And I don't want my table saw to rust if I can avoid it. So it looked okay, just a couple drops on like one drop on the wing. So I think I'm okay. I was just a little bit worried there. All right. Let's see what we can do with these. Now, I don't want these to be, I want to make sure that I got a good chamfer on the 45 here, because that's really friendly device. Sticking board, I think, which I don't have. Number 4, I choose you. And I'm just going to do a few passes here, try and round this over a bit. And knock everything on the floor in the process. It's like I don't even care. Turn this around so I can see the chat that is not happening. So I'm all alone today. I suppose everybody else is having your barbecues. Maybe attending some parades or officially condoned events. Don't have any of those around here. I could probably be a little bit more aggressive. Looking pretty good. We'll do all the chamfering first, and then we'll start sticking things on the wall. Maybe that was too aggressive. Yeah, I think so. Back it off just a hair. Now, red oak is definitely not my favorite wood. I don't like its really open grain structure. But I was getting this from Home Depot, and Home Depot only had a couple options. Of those, maple was probably a really good choice, but maple's quite a bit more expensive than red oak. I mean, really the only thing I've got to choose from, got your pine, your whiteboards of unknown species, got some cedar, got poplar, maple, red oak. That's about it. I think that's really all you're going to find at the Home Depot anymore. Though my last one out in Arizona, on occasion mahogany. Redwood for days out there. There's some kind of flying critter on that board. Got critters for days out here. I've actually got red oak incorporated into this bench. The vice jaws, those are red oak. And underneath there's a shim. Had some red oak laying around, and the vise was actually with just the thickness of the bench top. The vise was protruding above it, so I had to glue on a 3/4 shim underneath in order to lower it down some. Not the most elegant of remedies, but it did the trick. And pretty soon we get to play the game of where did I put my level? So I will need that. Now you might be thinking this would be a good application for a block plane. And you're right, but my block plane is very heavy, and this is a bit more convenient because this plane's really light, and it's got a nice big handle that I can grip. Block plane is not. All right. Let's see. There's my level. Relocate it. There goes my diamond plates. Making a mess. Alright. Chairs are going to move. There's the level. Make some units, put all your stuff in. Yeah, it is a mess. It is. It definitely is. That's part of what I'm doing right now. Just trying to get the rack on the wall. To be honest, I moved into the shop fairly recently. I've only been here a couple months. I'm still unpacking my house, so yeah, just trying to get everything as organized as I can. But you know, also in the middle of projects. That spice rack I've been working on over there, that's to help organize the kitchen because you know it's got to keep Mama happy as well. I would spend all my time in the workshop, but I've got other obligations too, and it's quite warm. I don't have any air conditioning in here. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna need a drill, a screwdriver, and I'm gonna need my countersink. Some screws. And where am I? See if we can't get a better angle. Like that maybe? Okay. And we need stud finder. let's find the stud furthest to the right. So probably around here I'm going to have a stud. Get that stud. Can I shift those over any? No. Okay, so there's one. And how far over are we going to get? Not like that. Let's see. Out there. Okay. So I'm going to say about like that. And that will keep me clear of the lumber, and that'll keep me clear of the power outlet. It's on the other side. So that could be a problem. Let's see. Make sure these are the right size. And just, I don't know. Check the barrel of the drill bit against your screw. And this one's a little bit too big. Not going to get a lot of grip. So it's a 1/8. So I'm going to switch to the 7/64. And then a countersink. That's an ugly countersink. I'm gonna find another one. Don't like the finish that was leaving on there. All right, let us put a screw in. Actually, you know what I should do? I should do one in the middle first. So that's going to go there. It's going to go there. Let's see. Now that'd probably be a lot more sensible, because now I can kind of pivot it back and forth and get it level a little bit easier. Looks like we got stuff right about here. Okay, so we'll divide that in the middle. All right, let's drill another hole. Combination square, mark the right location vertically. No, turn back on. I need some better lighting too, it looks like. All right. Got one up. Get the level. Another screw. And that did not go in a stud. All right. I'm pretty sure that's telling me my battery's dead, which does not surprise me in the least. It's not completely dead. Do I have another stud finder? pretty sure I got another stud finder. What I need is a stud finder. Or I need another battery. One of those. All right. Fresh battery. Let's see if this solves my problems. Make sure to go up there with a pencil so I can mark stuff. Okay. So this is going to look ugly. Oh, that's a lost screw. Hopefully we got enough screws. Are 3 screws going to be enough for this? I think so. Alright, lamp, I don't know what your problem is. I'm going to unplug you because you worry me. I have no idea what these are doing over here. They don't belong. Yard tools go on the other side of the garage. Come on, stay put, you. What is your problem? Come on, work with me here. All right, that's 3 screws in there. Not symmetrical. I need another screw. Yeah, string. You know what? This stream's not fun anymore, so I'll see you guys.